Hi, and welcome back to our kitchen. We are having a stormy winter day today in March. This should be the last of it. We live in northeastern Pennsylvania, and I think this is the last hurrah for the winter, but we'll see. Anyhow, today I'm going to make you a low-carb cauliflower ham patties, and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, first of all, I went to the grocery store and got a head of cauliflower. And what I did is I put it in the food processor. I cut it up first into not even bite-sized pieces. Maybe, I don't even know how you would describe it. But I put it in a food processor and I riced it. Now, this is the cheapest way you can do it. You can either grate it on a grater, or you can put it in a food processor. And I'll tell you why. I went to the grocery store and I just look around all the time. And they had a bag of cauliflower rice. It wasn't frozen. And they wanted $6 for it. So I'm like, no way. I'm going to do my own. So I have to get 3 cups of the rice cauliflower in the bowl. And I wanted to do this low carb because we are starting a low carb meal plan because I need to lose weight. Okay, over here I bought a ham. It's a 1-pound ham. And I got it at Big Lots. And that's the only place I could find ham that was this size. Then that's all I need for ham salad. And I ground it up in the food processor. And I'm going to put 2 cups of this in there. They're both about the same size. You know what? I just got a little bit left, so I'm going to put the whole thing in. Okay, now I have 2 eggs that I beat that I'm going to put in there. The reason you beat them is so they can get distributed easy. And I'm going to start with my other seasonings. This recipe calls for cheese. I can't eat cheese, and so I'm going to use nutritional yeast that any person that's dairy-free should get a bottle of this. And what it is it's a cheese flavor, but it's good for you. 2 tablespoons of that. Now, the reason I'm not putting it in those little cups is because I wanted to do the easy way. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of turmeric. This is optional. It just adds such a nice color when it cooks. And we're going to bake these today. We're not going to pan fry them. And my decision comes from, I really don't like to use a lot of oil when I'm cooking. And here I have some minced onion that I got at Sam's Club. And all it is dried up onion instead of chopping. Onion, I'm going to put a tablespoon of that in there. I'm going to put a teaspoon of ranch dressing mix. This is optional. The reason I'm using this is it's got dill and parsley and all that. Let me shake it up a little bit. And this is my homemade ranch dressing mix that I put in a container. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of jalapenos. It's in a can. It's not pickled. It's just, you know what, I'm going to add a little bit more than that. I'll do 3 tablespoons. And for color, I'm going to add some red bell pepper. Oh, here, I have garlic powder too. That teaspoon got messed up with liquid, so I'm going to use a half a teaspoon twice. 1, 2. I'm going to use a bell pepper, red one for color. And wouldn't you know it, I haven't chopped it yet, so we'll be back in a minute. Okay, I diced my red peppers. This was like 1/4 of a pepper. And I just took my knife and cut off the side of the pepper like that. And then I'll put it back in the refrigerator for the next meal. Also, I want some cilantro. We like it. If you don't like it, leave it out. Same way with the other ingredients. If you don't like them, leave them out. This is just a general recipe. Another thing too is if you have leftover corned beef, you can use that. The only reason I didn't do corned beef is I haven't cooked mine yet. And I already did a Instant Pot corned beef and cabbage recipe last year that I'll post below on the Show More section along with the recipe. Okay, I need to get the eggs incorporated in there so this will come together a little bit. The ham will make it sticky too. It's going to be dry, but you have to keep stirring it to make sure that you've got the egg distributed very well. And I can see it coming together better than it was. Cooking is a passion for me. I love to teach people how to cook. Simple tricks in the kitchen. And you know what? I'm going to add another egg. Stay there. Don't go away. I also want to beat this one like I did the others. Just with a fork. You don't need a whisk. Just break that yolk up, and then we got to mix this one in. I'll be back in a second. Okay, this is what it looks like. With that extra egg, it came together better. So what I'm going to do is I've got a pan here lined with nonstick foil. You can use parchment paper too. Okay, I'm going to take a spoonful of this, and I've got gloves on. I'm going to squeeze it into a ball and put it right here for right now. And then I'm going to do another one, squeeze it together. This is an easy recipe, as you can see. The only thing is if you don't have a food processor, you have to grate the cabbage with a grater, which is what a lot of people do. I love my food processor. I don't know what I would do without it. It's probably the most used appliance in my kitchen. And there you go. And we've got more. See, I'm just squeezing it into a ball like that. And I try to make them all the same size. I think I can get one more. Bear with me. Gotta scrape it out of the bowl. Or just use my hands. Okay, I got more in the bowl. Hang on. I didn't spray my foil. I don't think I needed to because it's non-stick. Now, I want to push these down like this kind of make them into a hash brown shape. I want them down thin a little bit because everything's got to cook. And we're baking these today. I'm not pan frying. I think I already said that, but I'm not sure. Old people do that. And it's going to be 400 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay. Space them apart like this. And they're ready to rock and roll in the oven. I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, this is what they look like when they come out. All crispy around the edges and a little bit like that on the bottom. But doesn't that look good? I like crispy stuff. And then I put my eggs on here. And then I made some honey mustard sauce that I'm going to put over the top. I guess I'm not very good at this. There's always a way. Always a way. I just got to make sure I don't pour too much out at a time. There we go. And I'll come back to show you what it tastes like. Okay, now this is the bite test. The taste test. As you know, as you saw, we didn't use any breadcrumbs to hold it together. We used our eggs, and the nutritional yeast helped too. Now, if you're not dairy free, put cheese in it. Parmesan, cheddar, whatever you want to put in it. Very good. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Tell all your friends. Tell the world. And push the bell down to the bottom and it'll notify you when I have a new video. And as usual, the recipe will be down in the show more description area. And be kind to your neighbors. I'll see you later. Bye.